Wouldn't it be great if the world were perfect? Man, I wish it were. That would be amazing. But if God created this world, and God is perfect, why didn't He make this world perfect? That's an interesting thought, isn't it? Well, the truth is, He actually did make this world perfect. But it didn't take long for us to screw it all up. It all started in the very beginning. So to learn what happened, we have to look in the very beginning of our Bibles. That's right, the book of Genesis, starting in chapter 1 through verse 3. Now let's look and see how it all began. In the beginning of time, there was nothing. The world was dark and empty. But then, out of the darkness, God spoke. With just His voice, God created the world and everything in it. God made day and night, land and oceans. He made the sky with all the many planets in it. He made plants to grow on the dry ground, and He made animals that live on land, in the water, and fly in the sky. Last of all, He made the first man, Adam, and the first woman, Eve. After God made each of these things, He said it was good. Adam and Eve had a perfect relationship with God. He talked with them all the time, and He even walked with them in the beautiful garden He gave them to live in, called Eden. God put so many beautiful trees with many different kinds of fruit in the garden that they could eat from. But from only one tree were they not allowed to eat. A tree in the center of the garden, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. God said if they ate from it, they would surely die. One day in the garden, Satan, the enemy of God, slithered over to Eve in the form of a snake. He lied to Eve as he said, "Did God really tell you not to eat the fruit from that tree? He's just jealous. He knows that if you eat it, you'll be as smart as him. Take a bite. You won't die." Eve was tempted by the delicious-looking fruit. She took a bite of the fruit, then shared with Adam. Suddenly, Adam and Eve felt something they had never felt before. They felt ashamed. Because they were ashamed, they hid from God. God is all-knowing and all-present. He knew where Adam and Eve were hiding. God also knew right away that they had disobeyed their only rule. Now, the perfect world God had made for them would never be the same. That one sin opened the door to all kinds of terrible things like jealousy, hatred, sickness, and even death. But worst of all, sin ruined God's perfect relationship with people. Unless something was done to fix the sin problem, God could never have a relationship with His people again. God had a perfect relationship with people. He walked and talked with them in the garden, but something came between people and God, and that was sin. When Adam and Eve disobeyed God, it ruined our perfect world and our perfect relationship with God. This magnet represents God. God is holy. That means God has no evil in Him, and He must be separated from everything that is evil. This magnet represents people. When God first created people, they were perfect, so God could be close with them. But then Adam and Eve disobeyed God. Can a holy God and evil mix? No. God's holiness cannot mix with our sinfulness. He has to be separated from us. But there is good news. God's love for us is too great for Him to just give up on us. This is where Jesus comes in. God sent Jesus to die on the cross for us in our place. Once we trust Jesus to save us from our sins, the sin is removed from us. Now, we can have a perfect relationship with God. Wow! Romans 5:8 says, "But God demonstrates His own love toward us in that, while we were still sinners, Christ died for us." Romans 5:8. God showed His love for us by sending His Son, Jesus, to die for our sins on the cross. With His blood, our sins are washed away. So now, if you are a follower of Jesus, no sin can come between you and God, because God's love is greater than our sin.